Grand Rising. Welcome to Healing Hype Man. Message of the day. We focus on healing and soul purposes, and sometimes you can have more than one. And we're about to hit the Leo full moon, so let's kind of see what comes up for us. Limitless, ease, and faith. You might be seeing things like starting to work out for you with a sense of ease, right? You very well could be in a position, and I sense for you to look at, are you able to receive things with ease, right? Coming from a space of faith, love is opening me to receive beyond anything I imagine, right? For some, there very well can be something that's coming in towards you. And, I really want to preface this more in a mindset of allowing for things to come into your life, even if you don't think that you need them or it's not something that you want. The message could be here. Some of you might be receiving something that you really weren't really expecting. And this is more about receiving, right? So I'm going to take a second here to kind of ask some questions here and ask you about how you receive manifestations, how you receive what it is that you might have been working on. And people, places, and things might be coming your way. The divine can use anything and anyone. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. This is like a manifestation, like money's mine, money's mine. It flows to me naturally, right? You guys see all of those things on Instagram and on TikTok. And having faith, there's an aspect of having some sort of faith that will lead to a higher growth index in your life. And really, so let's kind of dive into the cards here. I'm gonna use the Celtic Tarot and see what this is about. Let's see what this is about. But this is about receiving. Why it's all happening. The Tower. Two of Swords. Scorpio energy. Three of Cups. Three of Cauldrons here. Why it's all happening. Something changed in your life here. Maybe how you even receive, right? You might not even know how things come into you. Two of Swords. You might not even be sure how things make their way towards you, or you can't make decisions after some sudden change in your life, after a Tower chaotic moment, after something might have come crashing down. And it probably, it hindered your ability to let people in, right? Let's talk about everything. The Leo full moon is about like romance and fun and joy and it's a lot of things that are like, in the spotlight, finally type of energy, right? But where it's all coming from, I think this we're talking about today, allowing how you receive things, how you receive love, how you receive a compliment, how you receive a compliment, how you receive a promotion. You might be very critical on yourself here, and where it's coming from is that things change. So you kind of put like a blindfold on at some point in time, and you were like, okay, I'm going to be very selective on who the fuck I'm going to allow into my life, what I'm going to allow into my life, and it could very well be people, right? We could be talking about people. Three of Cauldrons here is about a group of people, right? So you're being very selective about who's coming your way, but there is something coming your way with limitless ease and faith. It's almost like you're going to get someone or something, whether that's friends that you're looking for, whether that's a group of people, whether that's a partnership, whether that is a job, right? It's trying to come in here, but you do have some sort of like defense mechanism up here. Or you could be having a defense mechanism up here, right? I want to preface this like, when things start working out in your favor, how do you respond? How do you respond here? The Hanged Man. Page of Cups, Page of Cauldrons. Four of Cauldrons. How do you receive love? That's what I want to know. How do you receive love here? Let me just get the last. Nine of Swords, King of Swords, wow, Ace of Swords. Okay, so you're, this very well can say that you've kind of like put love on the ringer, like you hang it up on the ringer there, like on the hook, and you've been focusing on just filling up your own cup, and I think that's a great aspect, to especially coming out of a chaotic moment, and you stopped taking offers, you stopped allowing people in with the Four of Cauldrons, the three is on top of the four, right? So you stopped allowing people to come in, but it's almost like now you see something different. You have done the mental health work with all of these swords, Nine of Swords, King of Swords, Ace of Swords, right? The clarity that you have gained from sitting in silence and sitting on your own and doing nothing, not doing nothing, but doing the work, you kind of just sat there and surrender, right? You started giving into the flow of water, the flow of your emotions, seeing how you flow with certain people, places, and things in your life. And you very well now logically can feel like, okay, this Nine of Swords might be like you might have been in your mind a lot, but there might have been some anxiety into like, I can't let people in right now. I'm not ready. I can't do that right now. I'm not ready yet. With the King of Swords and the Ace of Swords, there's something that's clear in your mind. There is, you might just still be in your head a little bit, but there is something that's logical, that's going to make sense, that's trying to present itself for you, right? So I'm going to pull a healing card here because again, I want to ask you, how, if you were to get what you wanted, how would you act? Would you even know how to act? Would you even know how to accept it? Would you even know how to receive? And I say that, and I remember someone saying something, it's just like, oh, so I shouldn't ask for that. No, you can ask for whatever you want, but you might not necessarily be prepared to handle it. I want a relationship. Are you secure enough to be in a relationship? Have you handled your emotions? Have you worked through your emotions here? And I see people here have worked through their emotions by filling up their own cup and not taking anything that's less than themselves, right? There's a sense that work needs to be done. And when I saw that comment, I'm like, okay, that person is not doing work. And I don't think they understand what work means, right? Like doing that work, like understanding what fills your cup up. And you want a relationship. Can you handle a relationship? And I went through that for a very long time. I thought I wanted something, and then I'm like, And you see how stable people are. You see like how solid they are. And I look at where I was at, and it was, comparing myself, again, criticizing myself and judging myself for not being at a certain level because someone else was at a certain level. We all are at our own level here. But there is something here, new Ace of Swords. There's very much clarity here. Someone could be coming in to help you. Someone could be coming in to give you some sort of ease. Someone could be coming in to light things up in your life. And they very well can have some sort of leader aspect. You'll see them control the way they speak, the way that they think, the way that they articulate certain things in life, right? And I'm going to spin this to you, right? Yes, we go through a lot of things and traumatic moments and tower energy in our life. And we automatically block people off. Two of Swords. We block three of Cups. We block people. Sit with that. If you're in this energy of like, I'm sitting with that, I'm figuring out what fills up my cup. There's your advice there, right? Just figure out what fills your cup up and don't take anything less than what you had before. Or less than what you're worth. And if you're figuring out what your worth is, keep going, right? And some of us might just be like, okay, I'm over this lonely vibe. I can take that Nine of Swords as like, okay, I'm done with being in my head. And now something is going to come in that's going to make sense. Someone very well can be here, right? But question is, how do you handle when something that you want comes in? Do you jump to readings right away to see if that's for me? Be cautious with doing that. Let's get a healing card. Duality. There is something here that is actually balanced for you. That is dual. If it's a person, if it's a place or a thing, it's actually like working. They're reciprocating the same energy that you want to give. So if you've been working on that energy, then they've been working on that energy too here. You'll kind of know how this sits for you. And think about it. If you were to get everything that you wanted, what would you do? Can you handle it, right? Sheep spirit, act with fortitude and cooperation. There is someone or something coming in here for you that is working out for you. Accept it. Accept it. Sit with it. Don't shoo it away. Even if you think you're not ready, don't shoo it away. Duality and cooperation. There is something that's trying to work with you, someone, something, some place, some idea, some job, some person. Work with it. My name is Alvin Catalan. I'm present. I'm done speaking now.